Thanks for coming to check out our page on Kickstarter, and we're working here we're actually preparing to go on the road. These are the last of the car magnets that we have, and got our coffee ready. Just throw it in a bottle and drink it back while heading down the freeway. Filling the cooler full of sandwiches. These are all the cities. Those 3x5-inch cards are all the cities that we had. We had a list on Highway 101, the 10, the 15 from Salt Lake City going to Denver, Colorado. And these are the different books. These are the older books, where the new books now have all been edited, and we're just waiting to get the money to put those books together. This is on John Ensign. These are our models, and they're just amazing, wonderful models. Many of them were showgirls that worked on cruise ships, and unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, none of them are single. Most of them are all married with families. This is a copy of a book I'll show you back here. This is a soldier that was in Baghdad, Iraq. I meet a lot of soldiers serving in Iraq and Afghanistan at Burning Man. It's north of Reno once a year, and these are the different press releases that are going out to the newspapers. So for example, John Ralston, so we have these envelopes ready. He's a famous journalist here in Nevada, and we're getting ready for that. This is the book on Sarah Palin and Meghan McCain, John McCain's legacy. This was actually begun in Sedona, Arizona, where a lot of people don't know, but John McCain had met Sarah Palin at a governor's convention the year before he picked her, and then he invited her to Sedona, Arizona before he announced that she was going to be the vice president. So I head off to Sedona to interview a lot of the people that were working there. And the reason we got Elvis here is because we actually have a book on Elvis, and it was started. See, what happens where the economy sank in California and Nevada, even Colorado. A lot of the people that had jobs were having problems, and all these girls have children. This is, for example, she's lovely. She has a husband and 3 boys, and then this model here worked on, after high school, she worked on a cruise ship in a showboat. She was so exceptional that they asked her to be a showgirl in Las Vegas. And then here, there's a famous clothing store on Tropicana in Las Vegas, and they let us go there to set up the shop. This is a United States taxpayer sign, and she put it in between her slingshot bikini. Now, this place is special because girls from Hollywood, San Diego, Orange County, they drive all the way to Nevada and come into Las Vegas to have their custom-made swimsuits and sequins and showgirl outfits. And a lot of fashion designers come here, and they have custom-made corsets made for rock stars, both men and women, that wear corsets on stage as they're singing. And some of the most famous acts in rock and roll come to Las Vegas to have their clothes custom made. So I actually have a huge book. This is the book. You can tell the layout is different. See, when we didn't have very much money, this was the kind of layout that we had when we were working with the first books. And then when we could afford to get the software and better people, we had a better layout. And here we have quotes with Hunter S. Thompson, Ronald Reagan, and Richard Nixon, Victor Hugo, and then we're working out with much better quality. And then in the back we have an area for pictures and the different books and a questionnaire. In the Sarah Palin Impersonators book, you can see some of the models that we worked with and some of the casinos. This was a protester that came after us while we were doing a shoot. And here's some funny vote for this GOP beauty queen, American flag bikini, and help, I'm a U.S. taxpayer, help wanted. And so we just have fun doing it. She's wearing an American flag bikini. And remember, this is a mom with 3 boys that she just absolutely loves. But she loves to model and said, "House for sale by owner, screwed by my senator, United States taxpayer." And then this is a soldier that returned from Iraq that asked to be in our book, and he put on the wig and used lipstick to write across his chest, and just thought it was funny. And then we have this questionnaire about all the different archetypes in the Republican Party. This is a soldier again. Sort of looks like one of the... Anyway, there's been a lot of controversy about plastic surgery in the Alaskan family. So when the plastic surgery, let's see if I can show you that, for example. We have a book on San Francisco. Here it is. And you can see, who does that resemble? See, we didn't have glasses. For Sarah Palin has the eyeglasses, so we didn't have the glasses when we were doing this. And then all of a sudden, one of Sarah Palin's children got plastic surgery, and we realized, oh my gosh, with the plastic surgery, the girl looks just like our Sarah Palin impersonator with the chin. And so this is a book on San Francisco, John Ensign. This is about the Louisiana controversy between Senator David Vitter and Stormy Daniels when they were running against each other. This is a model from Santa Barbara that lives here now in Santa Barbara. And then we have different screenplays that the girls wrote. Now, this is an example. Some of the girls asked later, they had hundreds of pictures, and they said, well, what do we do with all these hundreds of pictures that we have now? You know, and so I said, well, I can put them in a book for you. And so a lot of these girls have their own book that they sell to their friends and family. I heard that one girl made an enormous amount of money between Thanksgiving and Christmas, Halloween, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, that she went to MySpace, which was the most famous. This is a interesting picture. This model was holding, out in the desert, she was holding an American flag, and the picture went all the way across from the back cover to the front. And this is for the Hollywood book. And she's happily married, so people always ask when they go to book signings at the fashion outlet, and the girls are there signing, autographing their books. This is a screenplay that one of the girls did and we put together. It was Returning to Istanbul, and you can find that. And this is a screenplay. A lot of it was inspired on a cruise ship, and so about a cruise that took place from Miami to Barcelona, Spain, and Barcelona, Spain, along the coast of the Mediterranean to Istanbul. And the girl used to work on these cruises before she became a showgirl and decided to settle down and start a family. This is her right here. And this is a cookbook that we did. We actually did the cookbook because we found that we were eating at a lot of sushi restaurants. So the book, Selling Sushi, came about because when we went through our receipts and our budget, here's a girl that calls herself Mozart. So she wrote this book after coming from Seattle to Las Vegas and realizing that she wasn't making very much money. The funny thing about this book is this is our Meghan McCain impersonator, and she looks exactly like Meghan McCain, and she did these funny poses where she stood in the middle of the road on highway leading up to Reno, Nevada, and saying how she's just like Meghan McCain. She's always straddling the middle of the road. She's not right, she's not left, she's not liberal, she's not conservative, she's not Democrat, she's not Republican. She just straddles the middle of the road. So she actually took off all her clothes in the middle of a highway and wrapped herself in this flag and stood in the middle of the highway for this picture. And this is another book here. And then this is a girl who calls herself London, and this is her Vegas book. And she she said that she does very well on MySpace. I haven't seen her in a while. This is the American flag bikini with the guitar, and this was in a different series that was going on. And then the screenplay here, Returning to Istanbul. Once the screenplay was done, they did the novel, and that's what this is here. This is the novel. And we have a huge series on Las Vegas that's coming out. We just haven't had time to get to it, or the money. Money and time have been really difficult to struggle the challenges in Nevada. A lot of the businesses have been struggling with the economy and the cost of oil. So this Elvis Presley was an Elvis Presley impersonator that I met for lunch, and he had a really funny book, and so we worked on it, and he doesn't have time or money to work on it, and I didn't, but we have about 80 pages finished already on that, and that's what we need help with. You know, we're looking for help so we can, especially the Las Vegas books, the builders of Las Vegas, the developers of Las Vegas, the leaders that helped start Las Vegas. I'm fascinated with the mayor of Las Vegas. We have that's what this is for, actually. Mayor Oscar Goodman. We're working on a Faust book about him. They said that he has aspirations to do more work with Hollywood, and we heard this when we were in Hollywood, and we heard it in Nevada, and so they started a book on Faust, on, you know, the Faust legend of somebody who sells their soul. And there's Christopher Marlowe's book, and in Germany there's Goethe's Faust, and so the girls, they were posing with this. So you see Oscar Goodman, that's the mayor, and different stencils, you know, with an S that they were working with. And so we have a huge Sarah Palin book on Hollywood, advertising, how to write your own screenplay, and then later on we're going to work on our pickup for the Nevada economy and try to get the businesses rolling in Las Vegas. And a lot of these girls, they're going to try to sell books this summer at the different outlet malls and online. So you're going to hear about some of these girls and their books, and then they autograph them. But a lot of people have 3 jobs, literally 3 part-time jobs, or 1 full-time job and 2 part-time jobs, and the kids in daycare until 3 or 4 in the morning. Some of these girls, they pick up their kid at 3 in the morning. This is our book on San Francisco. This is about everybody comes to Las Vegas from around the world. I mean, you get girls that are at the mall right now from Switzerland and Germany and France, and they're all working at the different kiosks. And so you can see here Las Vegas sign, and so she went and she posed. I remember when she was posing, there was a housewife there with her husband waiting to take a picture under the sign, and the housewife was so jealous. We were really uncomfortable, but there she is in her bikini posing under the Las Vegas sign. And so we just take random shots, sometimes up to 1,200 shots with the different cameras, just so that the girl can find the one picture that she wants to put on her website. And then with a lot of the pictures that we had left over, we created the picture books that we're sending out to people to do the picture books, and those were big sellers during the holiday. So thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you.